Hello friends, I am Dr. Madhukar Jadhav. In previous lecture, we have seen the various types of benchmark. Then we have seen some important terms used in leveling such as line of sight, then back sight reading, foresight reading, change point, and finally we have seen regarding leveling instrument or level and then leveling staff. In this lecture, we are going to study regarding various parts of level. In that, we are starting with dumpy level. Dumpy level is commonly used leveling instrument to locate the points in a same horizontal plane. The telescope is fixed to its supports in dumpy level and hence it cannot be rotated in vertical plane. So see, this is the telescope. It is fixed over here with the help of these two, and hence it cannot move in vertical direction, but it can rotate horizontally through 360-degree. So different important parts of this dumpy level are telescope, bubble tube, compass, vertical spindle, tri-batch screw, foot screw, leveling head and the tripod. So we will see these one by one. First of all, telescope. Telescope is used to observe the different object through the line of sight provided by its arrangement. In general, the telescope is fixed to the vertical spindle of a dumpy level so that it can be rotated along with vertical spindle. So as previously discussed, this is the vertical spindle, and to this vertical spindle the telescope is fixed, and as we know it rotates only in horizontal plane about its vertical axis. Then other parts of the telescope, eyepiece. This is one of the important part. Eyepiece is used for the observer's eye to view the different objects. It contains magnifying glass which magnify the observing image and also the crosshairs of the diaphragm. So accurate reading can be obtained by viewing through the eyepiece. So here there is an eyepiece and here there is a diaphragm. So when we want to sight the different objects, we have to look through this eyepiece. Then objective lens, or it is also called as objective glass. Objective glass are provided at the other end of the telescope. The objective lens consists of two parts. The front part consists of convex type of lens and the back part consists of concave type of lens. So the image obtained from the objective lens is always inverted. So here there is a objective glass. Two lenses are used, and due to that two lenses we are getting the inverted image of the star. Is it not? Then next one, diaphragm. Diaphragm is provided in front of the eyepiece. It contains crosshairs made up of a dark metal which are arranged in perfect perpendicular position. These crosshairs are used by the eyepiece to bisect the objective through the objective lens. So here the diaphragm are provided, and on that diaphragm three crosshairs are provided at a equal distance with each other. Then focusing screw. Focusing screw are used to adjust the focus. The focusing screw is used to adjust the focus if crosshairs and the image of the star is not clear. The magnification of the eyepiece is managed by rotating this focusing screw. So see here the focusing screw is there. So to get the clear image of the star which is held in front of the objective glass, and to get the clear image of the eyepiece, the clear image of the crosshairs which are provided on the diaphragm, the focusing screw is provided. As we know, for the camera also focusing screw is there. So from the focusing screw we can get the clear image. In the same way the focusing screw is provided for the dumpy level also. Then next one, a ray shade. A ray shade is used to prevent the objective lens from sunlight or any other light rays which may cause disturbance to the line of sight. Generally when sun is very bright, in that case it is not possible to sight the object clearly, and for that purpose ray shades are provided. Next one, bubble tube. Bubble tubes are provided to check the level of the instrument. So here there is one bubble tube and another bubble tube is there perpendicular to this longitudinal bubble tube. So this is called as longitudinal and this is called as cross bubble tube. So bubble tubes are provided to check the level of the instrument. Two bubble tubes are provided in a dumpy level which are arranged perpendicular to each other on the top of the telescope. So on the top of the telescope both the bubble tubes are fixed. One bubble tube is called as longitudinal bubble tube and another one is called as cross bubble tube. The instrument is said to be in perfect position when both the bubbles of the bubble tubes are at center or middle of the tubes. So here longitudinal bubble tube is there. So when the bubble is exactly at the center, at the same time in cross bubble tube when the bubble is at its center, then we can say that the instrument is perfectly level. Then next one, compass. A compass is provided just below the telescope for taking the magnetic bearing of lines when required. So in this figure here the compass is provided. As we know, in compass there is a magnetic needle and it points toward the north and south direction. So with the help of this compass we can measure the magnetic bearing of various lines. Next one, tri-batch. Tri-batch plate is parallel to the leveling head or rivet. It is connected to rivet by leveling screw or foot screw which can adjust the tri-batch plate. The horizontal level of the instrument can be achieved by adjusting this tri-batch plate. So here there is a tri-batch plate. This plate is called as tri-batch plate and to this tri-batch plate the 3 foot screws are provided. This is the cross section, that's why we are seeing only 2, another will be back side. Then foot screw. Foot screws are provided to regulate the tri-batch position and hence the instrument can be leveled, which is known by observing the bubble tube. The tri-batch plate can be lowered or raised using these foot screws. The position of tri-batch is said to be correct when the bubble in bubble tube is at center. So whatever this tri-batch is there, by rotating this foot screw, it may be lowered or it may be moved in upward direction, and depending upon the position of this, the bubble will be at the center or it may not be at the center of its run. Next one, leveling head. Leveling head is also called as trivet. It contains 2 triangular shaped plates which are arranged parallel to each other. The 3 grooves are provided at the 3 corners of the plates in which foot screws are supported. So see, one triangular plate, in a similar fashion another triangular plate is there, and in that triangular plate there will be a groove, and in that groove the foot screws are fixed, and with the help of these foot screws we can level the instrument. Then next one, tripod or tripod stand. Tripod is a support to the whole leveling instrument on its top. So here there is a tripod stand. At top there is a one base to the tripod stand. So this leveling instrument can be fixed with the help of a screw provided over here on this tripod stand. So tripod is used to support the whole leveling instrument on its top plate. It consists of 3 legs which can be adjusted to required position. The legs are of same height and they may be solid or hollow one. Steel shoes are provided at the bottom of each leg to hold the instrument in ground properly or to fix the instrument or legs properly into the ground. So these are the 3 legs, and at the bottom of the legs 3 shoes or steel shoes are provided so that they can be fixed or inserted into the ground so that the instrument can be a stable one. So these are the different terms which are important as far as dumpy level is concerned. So with this it is enough in this lecture. Thank you.